Hi guys, good morning. Here with another video. As you know, it's morning. Just having a coffee. I'll apologise now if I end up sneezing or coughing or snitching. I've got a bit of a cold, so I do apologise. So this is my new journal what I've not long finished. And it's like a woodland fantasy with fairies and a bit on the dark side. And I did try to create like a door or like a gate or something, like a wooden door gate. It took me, I think it was about two or 3 days to just do the cover. It's a lot better in person if you're looking at it. You can't really see the detail as much, but I've tried to add a bit of like shimmer and glitter with it being like a fantasy fairy kind of theme. And then I've just put a key on the door, and then on the back side it's just like plain, and then this is the handle to open. And this time round I've put this on the back side of the journal, where normally I'll put it on the front, but I didn't want all this to be here because it would just look too much. I wanted to keep it a little bit simple so that you could see the detail and stuff. So it's quite thick, and I've added these little leaves on, and then on one I've added like a little bell because fairies like tinkle around. And then we've got a little acorn, we've got a tree, and then this metal gold leaf, you can see it. So I'll just open it up and it just surprises open. We've got another leaf. I do apologise for my nail, it's fell off. I'm overdue to have my nails done, so I apologise for that. So I'll just get into it. So we open it up, and on this page I tried creating a couple of pockets with some leaves what I cut out of my graphics fairy stash what I had, and we've got some little tuck pockets here, and then there's 2 more at the top, but I didn't want to put anything in them because I didn't want it to go over the book, the journal. I'm just trying to get in frame. I've managed to put some light bulbs in my light to make it a bit more brighter on my desk. So just trying to get the positioning right. And then we've got a little, is it the wrong way? Once upon a time in a land far, far away, and I just made it into like a dangle charm. And just undo this, and then we've got this tree, which I thought looked pretty cool and mysterious. And then I've added some like shimmer, and then for the eyes I added some what's it called, glossy accent, just to make his eyes stand out in the shiny. So undone that, and I made it into like a little oh, it's a pocket as well at the top. I just noticed. I've made it into like a little miniature journal to write in, different types of pages, and then that just fastens. I'll do that after, and I'm not faffing. And we've got, like I said, the leaf charm there, and then we turn the page, and I've added a couple of different types of crystals and stones in, because the lady that wanted this journal said that she's into crystals and things like that. So I've added a couple of them in, and I have added these throughout other journals what I've made. And then again, on some of the images throughout this journal, I've added glossy accent just to give it a 3D effect. Like this, it's got a mushroom, and I've just put it on top of there, and it's got furries, and then I've backed it on some tea dyed paper, and it's just like when I've been using my leftover inks when I've been spraying pages, I've dabbed just to give it a bit of interest. And we've got a little furry, and again I've put like glitter to make it magical. And again another furry, kind of more on the dark side. And then I've sprayed different types of dye sprays, and then inked and stamped. I love this page. It was, I used some tissue paper and some, I think it's German, some vintage German paper, and stuck it on, and then I've gone over with white gesso, and then gone round with some Tim Holtz inks just to give it an effect, and then stamped, because I have done quite a lot of spray, use like different types of sprays and stuff. I have been doing a lot of inking in this journal. And again, this is another ink spray, and it's a metallic, as you can see, it's shimmery. I love this picture. It's a famous artist, and I forgot his name now, and I should have wrote it down. He was the artist behind Labyrinth and was it The Dark Crystal? I can't believe I've not wrote his name down, but he does a lot of like dark furries and furries, and there's quite a few images, and the detail in his artwork is amazing. So there is quite a few of his work what I've used throughout the journal. And then this is 2 envelopes that I've put together, and in here I've just tucked in a old vintage music sheet, and then just done some collaging, and then just got an image of a witch in there. And again, this is from the same artist, and then I've just added bits of like 3D glitter and just a postcard up there. There's a tuck pocket up there, and then I've used an old dictionary page, and this is one of my favourite pages as well. Did a lot of inking with Tim Holtz, and then used some sprays, and then I've used like a clear shimmer that has a bit of glitter on, and I don't know if you can pick it up, and oh yeah, I've used it on that page as well, if you can see. Obviously with it being like furry fantasy, it's kind of shimmery. That's the effect that I wanted. And then on the corners I've used I can't get my words out. Embossing powders, and that's like a fantasy glittery theme. And then on this one it says they ran deeper into the enchanted woods, and then we've got some like tree trunks. Excuse me. And plenty of pages to journal on, and then the acorn jam. And then we've got a moon, and I got these brads this week, and it just turns around, and that's the other side of the paper. I love that. I love the shimmer as well. And then just some journaling cards. And then this is jam-packed with different bits and pieces, which codes and rules, terminology, a journaling card, healing crystals, and then this is a really old vintage postcard that I picked up from a vintage shop a while ago. And because it had the trees in it, because the lady likes trees and things like that, I just thought it was lovely to add in. And it's got like bits of glitter, but it's a really old vintage. And I know it says Merry Christmas, but I just like the trees on it. And then this is a paper clip what I've made. I've made a few of them throughout this journal. And I've just collaged different ones with vintage papers and vintage buttons, and I like that because it just reminded me of obviously the outdoors and stuff. Another beautiful fairy image, and again I've just put on a bit of glitter on the wings. And it's a little side pocket, and I've just added some journaling cards inside of there. And this is the other side of the paper. And then this is just another collage what I've done with leftover scraps of materials. Oh god, I'm so sorry, my nose is really annoying me. Another collage what I've made with different bits of scraps. And again, we've got some journaling cards added in there. And this is the end of the first signature, and then we've got another one of those crystal, like the other side. So that's the first signature, this is the second. And then we have a metal leaf gem there. Oh, I've missed a page. And it's got a bell on it. And then again another beautiful fairy. And this has just got this is from an old vintage recipe book, and I just thought, you know, if you're going for a walk in an enchanted forest and it's cold, it's nice to come home after a cold walk and have some soup, so I thought that was quite handy to put in. There's some more journaling things, and then this just opens up. Oh. Also, I have used a kit from Studio 25, which is the mushroom kit, but I've only used the tags in them. And then we've got this tree what I like. I got this out of like an old vintage, I think it was like a wildlife nature vintage book, and it had a bit in it about trees and stuff, so I added that. And I love this chap, just thought it was quite fantasy kind of thing, so I added him in. And this is another paper clip what I've made, and I've used some scraps of fabric and just pretty float stuck on. And again, this is another crystal information thing. Corner pocket, and it comes up and you can journal on there. We've got an envelope and another journaling card. Spell of protection. Some stenciling, and then this is leaves. And I used some Tattered Angels paint to do that. Again, this is out of another old book about different types of trees, so I thought that was fitting this journal. And then this is just an envelope, and I've used the glossy accent again on that just to make it stand out. And I've not glued it together because sometimes these are good ideas to use as just to journal on and then close it up like a secret journaling spot, or you could glue it together to make it into an envelope. So I've just left that to let the person choose what they want to do with it. Solid silk, and this just comes out and it's just that. And then this is a secret side pocket, and then I've added a couple of these in to write down the spell and the purpose of the spell. I think I've added more than just 2 in. So that just goes in there. And then this is one of my favourite pages. I use different types of inks to make it look eerie. And then did some inking with the trees, and then used spit it out, some embossing powder. And then this is just a fancy ribbon that I had with gems on. What have I put in here? I think these are just like leftovers what I didn't use in the journal. And just a blank tea-dyed paper to journal on. That does go in. I'll do that after when I'm not faffing. Just another angel and a cat. And if you can hear my dog in the background, I do apologise. She's quite a noisy dog. She's a bulldog. Again, used more glitter. More stamping with leaves. And this is just a journaling pocket, and I've just put a tag in there. Again, another collage what I've made, and I've just added a dangle. I had these left over from the mermaid journal that I made, so I just added that as a dangle. And then there's a little miniature booklet what I've just used leftover paper that I had, journaling card, an image of a real era woodland, and just a card for notes, putting notes on. Another spell, and again I've made it look 3D with some glossy accents, and just some journaling cards tucked in there. And then I've kind of made like a pocket like this, and just tucked these in, and this is pretty. It's got like these golden flakes. So they just tuck like that. And then there's another paper clip what I've made and used leftover papers, and I've just added a key charm on, and this is an envelope, but I'll not pull it all out. And then just got some little things in there, and then this is the other side of the vintage nature book that I was on about, with the different trees. And then just another button with just lace what I've added on. And then we've got another angel from the same guy that I've been talking about. Tree, little ticket, and then one up here. Another journaling card with some woodlands on, which looks really eerie, and then just a piece of paper, well not a piece of paper, but there's a picture on the paper to journal on that. That's the second signature, this is the third, and I just did some stenciling, and then I've added some 3D pearl paint on it, and then it just opens up, and then we've got a ticket there, and then another one of those not angels, fairies, and then we have a little side pocket here, and another journaling card, and just some paper what I've not had time to use in other journals, so I've just added it in. I thought it was quite pretty. And these just little pockets with little things, little secret things in, and some paper. Then they just flip up. Oh yeah, we've got another spell name and purpose sheet. And then another journaling card, a healing spell, and then another one of the spell cards, and then a mushroom one. Again, lots more inking. And then we've got another charm with a tree on. And this is packed with all sorts of stuff, journaling cards, specimen tags, moon tickets. I really like this picture. So I added the green ink spray, and then I added these leaves from Graphics Fairy, and done the same again. Made it all shimmery. And this is a pocket with just a couple of tags in. And again, used shimmer sprays, and then added these leaves. And I'll put this down. I do love this picture of the tree. And then this flips up, if you can see that. Take that off. And then we have a little envelope there. Oh, and then a little place to jot. Yeah, envelope there, and then another envelope there. And then top pocket there, and this opens up. And then we have an envelope that we can tuck things in there. And this just opens up, and you can journal on that and on that, and then it can be kept like a little secret hideaway. With the little tree one. I do like that picture. And then we have another gorgeous fairy with glitter what I've added on. A poem about witches. Another journaling cards. And I think this is about different types of glasses, what you can order to put your lotions and potions in. And then an envelope, and I've used some wax melt. And this is just like a vintage, I don't know what it is, what I printed off, like a receipt. Just tuck that in there like that. And then I love these goblins. This is the same man who has done the fairy images. I do like that picture. It reminds me of, well, he did the drawings of the goblins out of Labyrinth, so that's why I like it, because I love Labyrinth. Just some more stenciling. And then we have a little lace belly band with another envelope. And again, this is just another like receipt. With vintage stamps. More inking. This kind of reminds me of like an autumn feeling. And then have this journaling book what I've made, and again there's another recipe there for another soup. I think it's leek soup. And then just lots of different pages to journal on with, like vintage sewing pages that I've got. And then I've made this page all shimmery. See there? Oh, sorry, silk at the bottom. And then that is the end of the journal. So thank you for watching. I do apologise if, you know, I've been sniffling and snutching or whatever. But yeah, so thank you for watching and goodbye.